morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is May 12th, my mom's birthday.
Aww,
happy birthday, Teresa. Lisa, Lydia, Scott with you here this morning. Thanks for joining us for this Facebook Live. Love it when you join us live. We're here every weekday morning, but of course, it stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you, or check it out as a podcast. We have a lot of great podcasts. Just go to inform.com/podcast. For this one, look for the Inform Minute.
All right, today, temperature-wise, going to be all right. Warm out there, but the wind is going to be the issue.
You could just totally ignore the wind.
Yeah, so work for the wind.
Not a bad day. The wind's going to make it very hard to ignore it, though. Everybody's going to feel it, talk about it, rightfully complain about it. We're gusting out of the northwest today between 45 and 55 miles an hour. I mean, that's like legal highway speed through town. Like, that's really cooking. So that'll push some stuff around, could easily knock some stuff over if you have outdoor decorations. I saw one of my patio pillows is already flopped, so hopefully don't have to go chase that down the street today. It'll be moving all day long. We have a wind advisory starting at 9 o'clock, so in about 45 minutes, lasts until 7 p.m. tonight. So it's what that means is that basically a whole day's worth of dealing with that level of wind. Wind does look to settle down after supper time tonight. We'll slowly back it down through the evening, much calmer overnight, and we finally get a break from the wind tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow looks like a lovely day. If you're looking for a tea time or a patio date, Wednesday is your day. Okay. Mostly sunny, 75 degrees, light winds. Cool. Looks like a good one. I mean, does it get much better?
No.
Maybe you'll notice a little bit of a breeze, but it's nowhere near as fierce as today or what's to come on Thursday and Friday, because Wednesday is literally our 1 day break before we're right back to it. We're gusting near 45 on Thursday, back near 50 miles an hour on Friday. It's just fierce. Spring is our windiest season, and so this week is just really owning up to that. Temperatures, though, by the time we get to Thursday, Friday, with that wind turning back around to the south-southeast, up into the 70s to near 80 degrees. So borderline toasty for Thursday, Friday. Chance at a few showers Thursday, midday, afternoon, into the evening, winding down overnight, but it doesn't leave behind much moisture. I would say 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch, which means with the lack of moisture and all that wind, we're once again talking about fire danger. Not only today, we have the red flag warning from noon until 9 p.m. We get a break from that tomorrow, although with it being dry still, just wouldn't mess with any sort of burning tomorrow. And then fire danger likely again for Thursday and Friday with those winds and just not a whole lot of moisture. Yes, there will be some rain, but it's falling into air where your relative humidities are down into the teens to 20% range, which is really, really dry. And so that tends to choke off the moisture. Dries up, we don't end up with much in our gauges, and we then have to talk about fire danger once again. The weekend itself, we're getting kind of out there at that point. It's barely Tuesday right now. I don't think it looks very windy. I'd say 10 to 20 miles an hour on Saturday, which is enough for me to be like, it's a little bit breezy outside. You'll notice it, but it's a heck of a lot more manageable than what we're dealing with today, Thursday, and Friday. So hopefully a step in the right direction. Thunder shower chances back on Sunday, and then something around the middle of next week. So every once in a while, we get a little bit of a rain thunder chance. Overall temps are mild. 70s for the rest of the week after the 60s today, near 70 into the weekend. Kind of a few more 60s next week, but that's still close to average for this time of year. I don't have any more like 30s for your overnight lows. So hopefully we're moving away from frost freeze talk. People can plant their gardens and such. All right. Hold on to everything today. Hats, car doors, small dogs, all of
everything.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was just thinking it's still cleanup week for in Grand Forks. We talked about that. And also I think Fargo, some neighborhoods. So it's going to be messy out there for sure. Ooh. Okay, well, we're tracking breaking news for you this morning. We actually, first news was there. It was a very intense scene. 4 vehicles and a construction machine were involved in an early morning fire in downtown Fargo. It happened at an apartment building's parking lot just off 11th Street between NP Avenue and First Avenue North. The battalion chief says 3 of the vehicles have heavy damage. 1 is still drivable. We're not hearing any reports of anyone being hurt. The cause of those fires is still under investigation, but the battalion chief did tell our crew on scene, of course, the wind probably did play a factor in spreading the flames.
Also, breaking this morning, an overnight house fire in Audubon, Minnesota. A viewer sent us pictures of the fire. In those pictures, you could see huge flames, lots of smoke coming from the house. She tells us that it was on East Hawk Street around 12:30. This morning, we have reached out for more information on if anyone was hurt and to find out exactly how much damage there is. Stick with the news leader for updates on the breaking news.
And a Moorhead homeowner says the back of his house is gone after a massive fire. He says his home and the one attached to it are really both a total loss. Investigators believe the fire started on a deck before strong winds helped it spread to the neighboring home. Thankfully, nobody was hurt.
Tonight, another chance to hear from the candidates vying for Fargo City Commission. The Fargo Moorhead West Fargo Chamber of Commerce is hosting the candidates' second debate. Questions will be focused on issues impacting specifically the business community. That debate is set for 5 to 6:30 tonight at City Hall. It'll also be live streamed on the city's social media and local access channel 56.
Okay, we've been tracking this story through the whole process. The city of Fargo now, however, has officially named its next police chief. Interim Chief Travis Stefonowicz was appointed by the commission in a unanimous vote. He says his top priorities include strengthening community relationships and maintaining the department's high standards. Stefonowicz is expected to be sworn in on May 27th.
This week is National Police Week, and across North Dakota, fallen officers are being honored in a very visible way. The state is dedicating the new Fallen Peace Officers Memorial Highway along Highway 200. That stretches from Montana to Minnesota. Fallen officers will be honored with dedicated mileposts along that route. Over the next 2 days, a memorial caravan will travel across the state, honoring the officers here in our area, in our state, that have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Tonight, the Fargo Force will play for a chance to go to the Clark Cup Finals, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals, in Sioux Falls tonight. Puck drops at 7:05. The Force and the Sioux Falls Stampede split a pair of games in Fargo over the weekend. I was there on Friday night. I stayed only for one overtime.
Okay.
I went into three overtimes.
It's crazy.
The winner tonight will take on the defending champion Lumberjacks in the Clark Cup Finals.
All right, how many overtimes are we going to get tonight? That's the question.
Yeah, they like to play hockey, so they're going to go at least one, my guess.
Yeah, and hopefully at the end of the Force come out on top.
I agree.
Today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, NDSU is heading to a bigger stage in college football, and now his head coach is getting a big-time contract to go along with that. How Tim Polasek and Matt Larson work together on that new contract for the Bison Boss. And in the NBA, it's become a best-of-3 series now for the Spurs and the Wolves. So how does Minnesota prepare for Game 5 tonight with San Antonio's best player back on the court? You can watch Hot Mic from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com.
Now it's a great time to get that Inform.com subscription. Your all-access pass to all these news, weather, sports headlines. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Check out the deal at Inform.com/subscribe.
Join us for the rest of our newscast today. Our next one's at 11, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we're back with First News tomorrow morning from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone.